This is a lovely wee beastie, isn't it? A beautiful guitar, I don't know whether the camera will bring it up, but it's a very pale cream with a white pick guard. The body, let me just take you up the neck first of all, and I'll talk to you about it before I start taking it apart. It's a Harley Benton. You know, let me get the light out of the way. This Harley Benton is a 200 SG copy, and it has actual real Grover tuners. The neck is made from Meranti wood, and Meranti wood is a premium wood from the Far East, and the body is made from Meranti wood. And there's some features on this that I'm very impressed with. Now, I haven't heard of them before, but the pickups are, where are we? I can't read them. 2 Roswell LAF AlNiCo-5 vintage style humbuckers. That was a mouthful. The fretboard, sorry, the neck is Meranti, but the fretboard is roasted jatoba. Now, remember I said to you about the quality of a Gibson guitar is in the fitting of these pearl inlays. They're called split rhombus pearloid headstock inlay. Now, these are excellently done. They have a little bit of a bonus to them too. You see that curvature there? Most of the fake guitar makers make out a straight line, but Gibson have that curvature. There's a name for the shape, etc. Now, it's not what you would call 100% excellent, because if you look there, it doesn't quite fit there, left a line there. But I tell you, it's probably one of the best I've seen, and it's excellent. C-profile neck, 24 jumbo frets. Those are fat frets, right? Nut width is 42 millimeters, and the nut is made of, I'm looking over here, over the Graphite IV nut. So they haven't really wasted a lot of time shopping around and making sure they got the cheapest products, because some of these things are quite expensive. Now, oh, hello, Georgie girl. She's come up to bite my hand to tell me, yep, she nipped me there. Right, okay. I always laugh at the names of these things. That's called a DLX Tune-O-Matic bridge. Tune-O-Matic. Georgie girl, stop biting me. I know you want me to sit down. You want to bite me, don't you? Yes, you do. But I don't want to sit down. Oh, okay. But let me do the review on the guitar first, okay? And then I'll sit down. She's biting me because she wants... You're biting me again. Now you run away. Stop it. Oh, look at I bought myself from Temu. Look. Studio. It actually is not doing it justice. That's better. That's what the real colors are a bit like there. But I love it. My little toy. Now on the back of this, it's pretty new. It looks white now. We'll get the color balance, but it's not. It's pale cream. Got the plastic on it. They started making these in 2005. I suspect this is 2005. Did I say 2005? 2015, sorry. They may have started making these in 2015. And let me just get this color balance right, because it looks too white. Well, it's cream. And as you see, Grover tuners, but I suspect this one was made in 2021. That serial number means something to somebody, but nobody on the internet can figure out what it means. But I suspect the 21 at the beginning is the year of manufacture. I'm a little bit picky because those Grover tuners, if you're going to put them on, you should put them on straight. Now, they're not, those are acceptable, but that middle one there is not acceptable. So if I can get a chance and hide it, I'll move it a little bit. They just need clean, by the way, and I'm going to do that. I have very little to do to this guitar, except for maybe give it a look at. The man bought it and he's very happy with it. You see the side of the neck, the cream binding. Looks very nice. The guitar itself is not heavy at all, and I really do like it. And do you know how much these things cost? Guess while I keep talking. The only little hiccup I would say is that the black dots sort of disappear into the body there, but that is a minor thing. But overall it's very nice. And you can buy these guitars, even now, brand new, for £215. I wish I could show you the true color, because that's not really giving you the true color. But maybe my above camera might do that. Georgie girl, okay, yes, okay, I'm coming. She doesn't want me to work at this time of night. She wants me to sit, don't you? Yes, and you bite my hand until I do sit down. Little bitch. Yes, you little bitch, give me a... Yes. Anyway, that's how I knew everything. I printed it out for you. Okay, let's put on the upper camera, take this apart, and give it a clean and a little setup. And again, it's another windy day. We're going to have a good look at this. I don't think there's going to be a lot to do on it, but let's just feel the sides and do the standard tests. Sides feel fine. I don't think the tissue test would do anything. Little bit rough there, but I'm not even going to touch that because that doesn't matter up there. So that's fine. Let's have a look at the fretboard. Take this off. Graphite nut is nice, actually. Nice looking fretboard. So let's just check the strings. And my mouth says things that it doesn't mean to say, because I'm away thinking about the next thing to do, and I'm not thinking about what I just said. So I'm away. We're going to check the frets now for fret leveling. Must slow down. I'm away. You see, the next thing I'm doing is doing the job that I'm supposed to be doing, and my brain is still thinking about what I should have said. What brain? Oh, right. Okay. That's just bringing that down there so I can clean it up a bit. Let's have a check in the fret leveling, which I will speed up. Actually, I just stopped fret leveling because all those frets down there are all a little bit rocky. So I'm going to give it a little bit of a fret job. Let me just check these frets up here again. I'm going to take this off because I need to see better what the truss rod's doing here. Let's have a look at the truss rod and see what we got in there. Where's my pots? It looks bigger than it actually is. It's a smaller truss rod inside the bigger hole. Ah, there we go. Right, okay. I'm going to loosen it off a bit and see what we got. Yeah, I'm going to loosen it right off just to see what we got. It's a double action truss rod. They said that on their advertising. Right, so come on, boy. Yes, that's better. It was just a bit too tight. And now we've got a little bit of an underbow there, and that's straight. So that means that when you put that string on, it's not going to buzz there, and if you have to raise it to that height, it'll be too deep there. So let's just check that again. That looks grand to me. And the the underbow is perfect. So I just want to give it a little bit of tight so there's something pressing up against it. So that's better. That was worth doing. That was worth doing. It might be boring, but it's worth doing. Okay. Now, I'm going to have to fret level down there. So I'm going to tape off the pickups. I wonder if that truss rod being too tight has made any difference to the fret leveling. It has, you know, a little bit. Still needs the fret leveling done, but I notice that fret is more level than it was before. Right, okay, let's tape off these pickups. Uh-oh, here comes Georgie girl. Here comes Georgie girl. Here comes Georgia girl. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're licking your lips. Were you eating? Were you eating? It's better you eating in there than you eating me. Hello. Alright, you want cuddles? Is it cuddles time? What are you doing? Are you coming to get cuddles or what? Come on. Alright, okay. Pause when she gets cuddles, because she's the boss. Okay, that was a short love-in. What I'm just doing is stopping the pickups from picking up any metal from, you know, when you sand that. It could be magnetic. Is it magnetic? Let me just see. I never actually tested it. Well, no, they're not magnetic. So, brass or copper, I presume. Anyway, that was a very strong magnet too, so it didn't stick. One of the easiest jobs I ever had was a professional musician who was going on tour to Norway with his band, and he was in a worried mood because he's going the following day, flying out, doing a tour of Europe with his band, and his fender had a buzzing noise in the pickups. So I went up to his house, which is not far from me, to pick up his Fender Telecaster. And he handed it to me, and I said, I know what's wrong with that. Because when you had the string going down, a little bit of string had broken off and was sitting on the pickup, stuck to the magnets of the pickups, and it was touching the other string. And all I did was just pick that little bit of string off, and everything was fine. So I didn't even leave his house. I just handed it back to him. He just sort of, when you're a player, you don't think about. Anyway, okay. Let's get this done. Oh, I thought it was scratches. I'm not going to put it on very long because this neck doesn't need an awful lot of time to let it settle in because it wasn't dirty. But ain't that looking beautiful? Ain't that looking pretty? Right, okay. And I would have liked to get this video out tonight, but I'm not going to get this video out tonight. It's going to be tomorrow night. So there you go. I'm keeping the same strings on it because the strings are fine. I'm going to give them a bit of a clean. Don't need to have brand new strings on this because the strings were changed before he bought it. Well, it looks like there's change before he bought it, and I've also given them a bit of a clean. So let's just take this off and let you show the challenge that I have, which I'm going to do next. Do you want to see the electrics? I'll let you see the electrics from the back because there's nothing below the pick guard. I've checked and it's just a pick guard screwed to the wall. Screwed to the wall, head, brain, screwed to the body. There's no hollow in there or anything. But if you see this, let me just bring this up close to you. Ah, there you go. Come on, dang. They can have a look, love. Right, okay. Okay, I don't know if you can see. Hold on. Let's just see. If you can see how tarnished it is, and that there's something looks like almost burnt in the middle of those silver things, like a burn mark. Now I'm afraid to take off the tarnish in case the name of the pickups are Roswell's, and I got a feeling that they may be on with a sticker or painted on. So what do you do? What I'm going to do first of all is loosen these off a bit more out of the way, just a bit more out of the way, so I can see the pickup. Try tissue first of all with a tiny bit of soap. I don't want to take off the Roswell. What I'm going to do is just use a cotton bud. That's a dent. That's actually, I can feel a dent on it. I'm afraid to do too much with it, you know. It'd be nice if it was as shiny and clean as the bottom one, but I know that the gold plating on these things can come off, and that's the last thing I want is gold plating to come off. So, what is the mildest thing I could use on it? Well, I think I just used the mildest thing I possibly could use on it. And I think a dry tissue would be the second most mild. It's working very well on the gold one down there. So let's just try a dry tissue on a certain spot to see what it does. Oh, it is bringing something off, but it's not bringing it shiny. That's as close as I can get you to, loves. Right, I'm going to try a little bit of polish on it. Just a tiny bit, and then I'm going to stop. I'm not going to try anything else on it. It's a pinprick of polish on my hand more. Gentle. Look how black that is. Is it taking off? I don't want it to take off the gold, that's for sure. It's doing something. It's not taking off the Roswell, but it's definitely cleaning it up. Look how black that was. But you might get that blackness even on a clean pickup. Right, it's definitely done a nice clean job there. It's definitely done it. Can you just see if you can see it? You see where I've used the polish just in that area there. Come on, get focused. Thank you. Just in that area there. So I'm going to be very careful and do around the magnets with the polish. I'll do that little bit. Can you see it? What I'm going to do next? You see that little bit there? There. Right. Okay, just the lightest smear of WD-40 on it, and then take it off. And it'll probably make it streak a little bit, but before it goes to its owner, I'll polish it off. But that's the best I can do with it. But I do think it's taking off the gold when I polish too much, and that's the last thing I want to do. Right, okay, that's that little difficult bit done. Would love to get it up to the same sheen as the back one, but it's better than it was. Right, okay. Okay, right, I should test the electrics, shouldn't I? Just in case I have to do something with them. Did I test the electrics already? Let me know. I'm duplicating my time. Let me just put that in there. That's good and firm and solid. Okay, don't care about the sound. Yeah, everything's working lovely. Okay, and it's actually got a nice sound to it. Okay, all right. Let's turn it round and look at the, just have a look at the electrics. Take the back off, just have a nosy. What was it? Right, okay. Not what I was expecting. I wasn't expecting that, but let me just see what it is. Oh, there's a little screw there screwed in, and they've soldered the wire to the screw. They've used cable ties to keep the wire together. Soldering's not as good as I would expect it to be for a company that size. It's all doing well, it's okay, there's nothing there that I can see, but it's just not quite as well soldered as I expected. But it's solid and it's working, so yeah, there's a screw there and that's soldered to the screw. Okay, all right. Okay, I'm going to put that back together, I'm going to clean it up, and then I'm going to look at the head. Right, okay, that's it screwed back on, and now I'm going to look at the head and bring it down. Oh, they've got an inch, half an inch. Right, the only thing that I want to do is that one. It's loose. And I'm going to remove this little screw. You know, my intentions are to look at it because it's crooked and straighten it and see if the straightening can be done without leaving that hole there. And you know something? It can be. So what I'm going to have to do is fill out that hole. I'm going to loosen it from the top. I'm going to loosen that. It is that one, isn't it? Yeah. Make sure it... No, it's not. Or is it? Let me just see. Am I taking it off the wrong one? Ah, let me look at it again. Yes, it is that one that's slightly crooked. Okay. So, take this string off. I've done it again. Done it again. It's that one that's slightly crooked. These are all okay. Gee, Austin. Okay. Quite a low ratio to turns, which is good, which I like it. Right, come here. The reason why I'm doing this is because when I'm turning this or moving this, I don't want it to scratch the neck on the other side. So if I loosen it a little bit, what's happening here? That's better. Just a bit. Then when I turn it around like that, it won't be a big problem. Now what I'm going to do is put a matchstick in there, and I'm going to put a matchstick with some wood glue. Right, that's better. That's better. That little crooked grover was annoying me there. Hold on a second, needs another tighten. That's better. That little crooked grover was torturing me. I'm a sad man. There we go. Now I'm going to take a break, get something to eat, put this all back together, and play a tune. Alright? Ciao. Okay, just get the strings back on. Or tighten, should I say. Intonation's good. Just one wee tweak. Right. Now we'll just set the height of the pickups because they're a little bit off. And I just need a little bit of an adjustment. They're a bit low. Yeah, they're a bit low. Okay. Yeah, okay. Back is just a touch slow, not much. Not slow. Somebody asked me the other day about getting your high strings a little bit more sharp. That's a little bit difficult to do if you have cheap pickups. But the one way to do it is to lower this end and raise this end if someone's touching the strings, and then work your volumes, you know. That's a little bit better. Yeah, that's a bit better. It's about right. Okay, a final clean and then a tune-up and then a little demo. Lovely guitar, like it, I like it. I don't have an SG shape, but there you go. All lovely. And I do think those are Grovers, because very hard for a German company to lie about something like that, because they're subject to the same laws on advertising as everybody else. But they do feel really nice. Oh, that's one thing I'd like to feel, just how tight they are. They could do with a little bit tightening, just to feel. Fine. One was loose. That's fine. And that was a little bit loose. And that's fine. Overall, I like this guitar. Very nice. £200. Worth every penny in my humble opinion. And the look of it is just beautiful. If you can only see it the way it's meant to be seen, because it's pale cream. But you can't see that on my cameras. Or maybe you will be able to see it whenever the time comes. Yeah, it's a copy. It's a copy of a Gibson SG. But I tell you, it's a brilliant guitar. I've been playing it for a little while. It really makes me curse though, because I wish I could play better. But it's lack of practice, because some of the chords I was playing, I used to be able to do them without batting an eyelid, but now I'm struggling because I never play the guitar. So I'm just going to check in the tune here and I'll go through it. And then I'll play you a couple of riffs and see if you can recognize the song. Now, as I usually start off, the guitar amp is clean, nothing on it. This is the first guitar that I've had to turn the volume down a bit on my amp, because I usually leave it at the same thing. That's how good these little pickups are. Very surprising. I actually think that probably they stopped making these because they weren't making a profit. Because those are a well-known brand. The Grovers are a well-known brand. The neck is made fine. The neck and the body are really excellent. These, you can just tell that they're a little bit higher quality. So I don't think they were making an awful lot of money on this guitar, so I think they scrapped it. But it really is good. But I'll just play back pickup first. I'll just play my normal little riff and let you hear it. The pickups hold the sustain beautifully. This is the neck pickup. And this is both together. Nails need cut. Really like this guitar. Just checking the tuning again. Let's have a listen to my favorite chord, and then I'll play you that riff and you see if you can recognize it. Let's just see, put it on the back one and just see if you can recognize this, you know, if I can play it properly. It's supposed to be played pick style. Anyway, make some sort of nonsense out of that anyway, but I really do like this guitar. It is a beautiful thing to look at too. It's a great guitar. But there you go, and it's going, regretfully, it's going back to its daddy, and I'm not happy about it. I'm not happy about it. There you go. All right, love it, love it, love it, love it. I need to find a better place to do my practice. So I bought myself a green screen. So maybe in the future I might have a better place. But then Georgie Girl would wreck it.